and welcome to Ramadan Recipes, where we're going to be making savoury and sweet dishes for your sehri and for your iftar. And today we'll be making Sevaiyaan, which is a Hyderabadi dish all the way from the Indian subcontinent. It's something that's also eaten around the Middle East as well nowadays. So come join us, we'll be making that very quickly. So for the ingredients, we have vermicelli, some ghee, some cinnamon sticks, some green cardamom pods, caster sugar and some whole milk. So for the Sevaiyaan, we're going to take a frying pan and raise it on a medium to low heat, and also add in the ghee. So you add in as much as you need to be able to coat the vermicelli that we're going to add later. So allow that to melt. It might take a few seconds. Raise the heat a little slightly. Now while that's melting, I'm going to be adding in the Sevaiyaan, like so. So what we're doing is actually coating the vermicelli with the ghee, but also toasting it on either side. So you want to make sure that it softens up slightly. It's not going to be fully soft, but it becomes slightly more pliant, so a bit more supple. Like so. Now leave that aside for a little bit later. So we're going to be adding in the milk now. So what we will do is add in the milk to another saucepan. And it's whole milk that I'm using because that has more flavour, but it's also better for you in the long run rather than skim milk because it actually contains less milk sugar. And we add in the caster sugar, but you can also use a sugar substitute like xylitol or stevia, which is more plant-based. And then make sure that the sugar dissolves. So this might take a few minutes, but in the meantime, we add in the spices. And you're going to make that simmer for a while, and then it's just start bubbling up and frothing up a little bit. So again, this might take about 3 minutes. So it's been about 3 or 4 minutes now, and the milk has become thicker and the sugar's dissolved completely. So what I'm going to do is add in the vermicelli. So what we do is we add that in slowly, like so. You don't need to drain the ghee because you're not having used that much ghee at all, so it's perfectly fine. And then what we do is we slowly mix that in. Do it gently, otherwise the milk will start frothing up quite a lot. And then you would actually leave that to simmer for at least 10 minutes. So on a medium to low heat, and then keep an eye on that as well because it will start bubbling up like it is so at the moment. So give that a stir if that happens. But you will find that the milk becomes thicker and more reduced in quantity, and that's what you want. And again, I'll lower the heat. Like so. So we're going to wait for a few minutes for that to become much thicker in consistency, and then it's ready to serve. So you can see that it's become much more thicker and it's reduced as well in quantity, and it starts bubbling up and it's really ready to serve right now. nutritional value of the Sevaiyaan that I've made is actually medium to low level, but what you actually find is there's quite a high level of protein in there because of the milk and the ghee. There's also quite a high fibre content because of the pasta from the vermicelli. Now, if you are adding nuts, as I've done as a garnish, then please make sure that you're not allergic to that, or anyone you're serving is not allergic to that as well. I've added in pistachio nuts as a garnish, but you can also add in flaked almonds as well. So here's a recap of all the ingredients you need to make. Join me for those and enjoy your Ramadan.